Thanks for checking out my video. If you want to learn more from me, I have a lot of classes on Udemy. You can find the links to a lot of those in the description.
So this might be a fun and interesting topic for you guys. Bad luck. So recently, I've run into what you could arguably call is a set of coincidences that just plain suck, or some bad luck. So this happened maybe a couple weeks ago. I can't exactly remember because all the days blend in with each other, which, if you work like I do, you don't even know what day it is until you have to check your phone. You're not sure what time it is because your watch broke, and you also have to check your phone for that. So where do I start? Okay, so maybe 2 months ago or so, my watch broke, and my watch is one of those like Fitbit for poor people, kind of, where you have to pull a part of the wristband off and then plug it into a USB port to charge it. And I've been doing this constantly, and so I pull the wristband off one day, and it's a simple material, but the little part of the watch that actually plugs into the USB just came off with it. Just broke. Great. I haven't ordered a new one yet. I probably should do that. Anyway, so then maybe a month driving her car, and she drove about 45 minutes, and right when she parked where she was planning on going, she puts a car in park, and her friend who was riding with her hear a clunk, and they thought, or it was like they described it as a bang, and they thought that a tire had popped. The muffler on the bottom of the car had just plainly fallen off. Ironically, or, luckily, it didn't happen when she was driving it. It just happened to happen when she parked it. So that in itself was over $500 to fix it. Apparently, the rust under the car is about like 10 years old or something. I bought it used. Clunk, it fell off. Wonderful. Then she had a bunch of photos on her phone that we had taken on various trips and stuff that just vanished off of her phone. Some of them were in the trash folder, other ones were just completely gone, and it's not like the phone had wiped like all the stuff in her camera roll. It picked just like a month and a half and gone. It wasn't even the most recent stuff. The recent stuff was safe, but it skipped a month, like back in time. It went back in time a month and took like a month and a half out. Where did that stuff go? No freaking idea. Then the day after we realized that all those photos were gone, I go to work, and I remember leaving my laptop charger on this little table thing at the top of the stairs. And that, when I got home, gone. Also, the night before, she had a charger for her watch that was, on the same side as the bed on the floor. And the day after that, also gone. Last couple of days, we actually found the laptop charger. It was buried under the bed. The watch charger is still nowhere to be found. One other thing. So I have this little section of wall that separates my hallway from my kitchen, and we had a painting of hers all the way up towards the ceiling that had been sitting there for months with no qualms, no difficulties, whatever. And we're sitting there in the living room, and we hear ka-thunk, ka-thunk, and the painting fell off. There was nobody walking around upstairs. I might have jostled it. No movement whatsoever. It just happened to go ka-thunk and fall off. We put it back up, and then I think maybe 20 minutes later, thunk, fell off again. This repeated 2 more times. Why is all this stuff happening? I don't know. But it got me thinking. So when we have instances like this, where there's a ton of bad luck, with a bunch of things going wrong and whatnot, you could, let's go through a list of, hypotheticals, possibilities, right? Could it be a rash of bad luck and, oh, hey, this just happens to be, the world is going to suck for you for a little while? Arguably, yeah. Could these be symptoms of, magical or psychic attack from someone? Yes, could be. And could it be, a malevolent spirit that just happened to be moving through and decided to, latch onto some negativity and whatnot, or just bad mojo and expand on it, and then have different things go missing and whatnot? Yeah. I think I touched on the spirit moving through and stuff, but could it be an entity in the house or just around that decided to go mischievous? That is also a possibility. So, what can we do about it? We could interact with a spirit, make an offering to it and ask to return the items, or, try to commune with it and be like, yo, what's up with you? Because I got all this stuff going around that might indicate that you are having trouble with me, and what could I do about it? Or could do a cleansing of things such as the house and the car, with like, what's the word I'm looking for? Solomon seal, camphor, sage, something like that. I'm actually planning on doing a house cleansing today, because of all of this stuff, and, even making this recording and talking it out is helping me to brainstorm with this stuff. And I'm just trying to think of what else we can do. A despacho, if you haven't heard of them, they're like an offering or a prayer to the gods. So my lady does basically what you can, and I'm trying to get her on the channel to talk more about this stuff, but it's part of the Caro tradition of the Andes, where it's a bunch of symbolic objects such as, flowers and herbs and even little candies and stuff, all sympathetic magic, all as above, so below kinds of things that you bundle up, and you put, every object, you dedicate it and you bless it and you give it intention and meaning, and you bundle it all up, and then you burn it as an offering to the gods. Hopefully to take, you could send a prayer of thanks. You can make one to, in this case, burn away the bad mojo that's going on. And we're planning on doing a despacho later today. Maybe she'll let me record it. Who knows? But could do that. So yeah, went over a bunch of different possibilities of what to do with this whole bad luck situation of mine. So wonderful, ain't it? And just, what do you guys think about when there's a bunch of bad luck going on in your life? What have you done about it, both mundanely and magically? What do you think I should do about all these random negativities that are going on? I hope I don't have something else go wrong with, me losing anything or my car. Oh, yeah, one other thing that I was thinking of. I got a brand new laptop around the time that my other laptop's cord went missing, because the older of the two laptops is arguably a hand-me-down, and it's kind of on its way out in battery life and stuff, and there's sometimes when it just gets the Mac blue screen of death. Forgot what that's called. And one day it just wouldn't charge. It's really weird. I plugged it in, wouldn't turn on. You plug the charger thing in there, didn't even indicate that it was plugged in, and that lasted for a day. It wouldn't work the entire morning before work, but when I got home, plugged it in, and it was fine. Also, really weird once again. Sorry I didn't include that before. But, with all these kinds of negativities going on, what would you do about it? Looking for some more ideas. But, yeah, let me know what you think. Good hunting.
Thanks for watching my video. So if you want to check out my playlists, I have, among others, the Simon Necronomicon, the Tree of Life, General Magic, Tulpamancy, a playlist on my books, the Elements, Stones, the theories that govern magic, and the gods and goddesses of Mesopotamia. If you want to check out my books on Amazon, I have Creating Consciousness, Magical Mechanics, Magical Theater, Handy Sigil Magic, Magical Movement, which is an update and expansion upon Handy Sigil Magic, Magical Mastery, which is a combination masterwork of Magical Theater and Magical Mechanics, and The Guide to the Spheres and Beyond. You can also find me on Facebook at Magickology YT. You can email me at priestofthenecro@gmail.com, and you can even check out my Instagram, which is Magickology. And good hunting.